Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss ideas for Steve's new speakeasy, if he and Jim actually get it to open. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Dirk Fence, Demetri Kane, and Andrea Holak.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
What's going on?
Hey.
Oh, so yes, when that show was written, a little bit up in the air, but seems to be pretty resolved. We still have to go through a process. You got to go through and meet with the council and all kinds of stuff. And but yeah, they're behind the idea. So it's the landscape I think is pretty positive. And the reason why we're doing this show is one of the most talked about shows from recent times was the time. And McNew was on here. She's the only carryover from that show was when we said that we're thinking about taking over more stores in that plaza. And then the shit that came up, the next thing you know, people are saying we should open a casino. We're like, that's illegal. Open a brothel. A brothel would be a good idea. And then we had people. We had like 3 women wanting to apply to be the house mom or whatever it is. The person, they don't want to be the ladies of the night, but they want to be in charge of it. They're like, I'll do that. Like, no, we can't do that. This is not legal. We're like, well, I'd do that job for you if you would eat it. Okay. And then skeet shooting, which we're right in, there's a high school across the street from us, a major road. There's people that live behind us. There's businesses on either side, but sure, skeet shooting would be perfect. So people want to hear this group and what they come up with for crazy ideas. Apparently, so
it absolutely went off the rails on that.
Yeah, they'll be looking to McNew for a lot of ideas. So McNew will be thinking about that.
I wrote down some. I have some good ones. Okay,
there'll be some good ones. These will be legitimately good. You think?
Because I wrote them down whenever you sent us the scripts. I was like, oh,
okay. You were on top of it. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, when I was sober, I had good ideas, so I wrote them down then.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll get to drunken ones too. But before we get to all that, McNew, you said there's something you want to talk about. What is that?
Okay. Guys, so we are all Midwesterners, right? Indiana, Missouri. Do you guys not absolutely get freaking excited when we have like that first 70-degree day in March, and you're like, it's almost patio season?
Yes,
and I
hate winter.
Absolutely feral when it's patio season. I want to get drunk at 10 a.m. on somebody's patio. It's a restaurant. Right. It's a house. Do you guys not get that excited?
Yes, I get very excited. I like the warm weather, and I just want it to stay. Yep. It's been overall, I gotta say, this has been a pretty good winter. Not a lot of activity going on.
It's not been terrible. It's been gray. Yeah. It's not
There's been some snow and stuff like that, but there was like 2 snowstorms, and I missed them. I was in Key West, which is not bad. So there's like 3 snowstorms this year, and 2 of them happened in 1 week when I was on.
Well, we came home to some bullshit, but it was fine while we were in Key West.
I kind of made it through and drove through all that with no problem. So yeah, it was perfect. My timing couldn't have been better. So yeah. So yes. I don't know, Dirk. What do you think when it starts to get warm a little bit? You're like, yes, this is good, or I don't know what you think on the season. So maybe you like the winter.
No, I hate the winter. You seen that meme going around with second winter, full spring, and all that?
Yes.
So we're in full spring right now. I'm pretty sure. So I was outside grilling with no shoes on, bare feet in the driveway a couple days ago, and now it's full on hoodie weather again. So I'm so tired of it. I'm ready for summer.
Yeah. So Tuesday, 70 degrees. My whole neighborhood smelled like people barbecuing because everybody was outside on the grills. And then I bought Ghost Tour tickets, which is an outdoor tour for tomorrow, and we're gonna have to bundle up. Stupid.
No. Where's the Ghost Tour at? Like downtown Indy?
Yeah, downtown Indy. So we're
That's
doing
what I think it would be.
Yeah. So we're doing a downtown tour. We're gonna start at the Raskeller, which is like a German restaurant. So cool. So we're gonna eat dinner first. It's gonna be fun, but I'm very cold and angry about being cold. But
okay, all right, fair enough. Andrea, how about you? Do you like when it starts to first signs of warm weather, 70 degrees?
Yeah, I do. I like everything about the warm except the bugs. And I live next to a golf course, so I see people out like every day, like golfing, and I'm like, is it warm enough? Is it not? And so I went last month, like President's Day, maybe golfing, because it was nice, but it was still like windy and cold. And so I'm always like itching to get out. And then I'm always cold. Like I'm going to be cold in July. That's just how I run. But like, I just need it to be like 85. Is that too much to ask?
No, it's not.
70's not warm to me.
As soon as like it's warm though, but like my thing, I'm like, it smells like day drinking, right? As soon as we have this first night day, I'm like, this is a day drinking day.
Yes.
As a listener, I think we all sort of feel that on some level.
Yes. Like I need to get out there, sunshine, warm. I can throw on a couple of layers when it's 70 because I will. But yeah, just be out there enjoying the weather, day drinking for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Yeah. And I agree. I mean, I like the warm weather, so I'm all for it. How about you, Demetri? What do you think?
So I hate the winter. The problem is though, is on the farm, it's like so much, like, it's like when spring's coming, it's like the amount of stuff I haven't gotten done yet. That list, I'm like, oh man, I have so many things I need to get done before we're back to planting season. But no, it's like, because we're in our second winter now. It was like, we had like nice few weeks back. We had like really nice weather, and now it's back down.
We had like a couple days of hope to keep us going. And then
over the weekend, it was kind of nice, and I was grilling out back, and then now it's back to like cold and blustery, and I'm like, I do not like this. I definitely am right there with you with day drinking. The moment it gets warm outside, it's like 10 a.m. and I'm like, is it noon yet? I'm like, it's not appropriate for me to be making a pitcher of margaritas. So the other day it was like 11:50, and I'm mixing up a pitcher of margaritas. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, grilling. It's nice outside. We're just making sure we've got plenty of, So I'm right there with you.
Refreshments. We're making refreshments. Mind your
Yeah.
business.
Gotta keep hydrated. Outdoor
Keep hydrated. It's important. Yeah. All right. On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? We're starting with Dirk this time. Let's see if we can.
Let's do a 7-year bourbon from Bear Wallow Distillery.
Okay, Bear Wallow. All right. Okay. That was audible for you. So that's got the lead. It could be good enough. I'm going to throw you a bone here. I'm going to go with the Yellowstone. That is going to be a last show pour. I got to finish off the last one here. Mm-hmm.
Is that a bottle kill? Is that what you were saying, Steve? Yeah.
Last show pour?
Yep. Ooh, I think that was enough. I think I got the lead. Last show pour. Look at that. That's nice. Empty. So, perfect. All right, Demetri, what do you got, man?
I've got a bottle of Planters that I'm hoping is, I've really seasoned up this cork nicely.
Okay.
So we're gonna see if I can get a win.
Okay.
Oh.
No, more seasoning needed. All right, I've got the lead. Andrea, what do you got? Screw top, so I hope I want to win this thing.
Rats. So I have a Four Roses small batch select.
Okay.
Where's my microphone? No. It just sounded like this. It wasn't even a pop. It was more like someone striking something. Yeah.
They've just been against you all night.
Okay.
It was deafening on this side.
Oh, yes.
So I
saw you flinching
like that. It is the Mike Muffle. He's the problem on the
Mike
show.
Muffle. Mike got you. Mike's a bad guy. All right.
Yes.
McNew, I've got the lead here. I'm close to winning this thing. What do you got?
very much think you're going to take it. I have this Uncle Nearest 1856.
Okay. Well, I think that was actually enough. I mean, you got me, McNew. On another week show, you got it.
I did not expect much here.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, I'm just taking notes because I'm going to be talking to this crew about what ideas they've got for a brand new speakeasy. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Willie C. Moore, and I'm here with MB Rowan, and you're listening to the Bourbon Kit Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about the ABV Barrel Shop's Speakeasy and what we think they should do.
Yes, yeah. So if you can imagine, easy for McNew to say, if you can imagine a private club with a membership, so there's going to be the private club situation. We will open it to the public from time to time for pop-up bars, which the city they love the idea. So we're going to be doing, sometimes it'll be open to the public, but you'll know that in advance. When you buy your membership, it'll be like, hey, on these dates, by the way, it's reserved, it'll be open to the public. But other than that, it's a private club where, you can kind of host people yourself. You can just show up if you want to see who's there and hang out with your fellow bourbon fans and have a drink. There'll be lockers, where you can store your own booze there. And we'll just have like the setups and stuff like that if you want to make yourself a cocktail. We will have bartenders and stuff like that when we're open and to the public. But under normal times, it's just like a private club where you can kind of mix yourself up something you like and stuff like that. So, what do you guys think would be some good ideas for the Speakeasy? What are some ideas?
I wrote down some.
Okay. All right. We'll start with you then. No one jumped right in. So let's, you prepared. So what do you got?
So I don't think you should do the 1920s gangster theme. That is what every speakeasy in every city does.
No, we're not doing that, by the way.
I like it. I think it's overplayed though, because that's what
overplayed.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
But you like the Tommy Bahama shirts. Jim has gotten on that, right? Like you guys wear the
Sure,
Tommy
he has,
Bahama
yes.
Hawaiian shirts. So I think you should do like a tiki bar, tiki speakeasy, but like a dark tiki or goth tiki. You should Google these terms because it's a whole genre.
Google these terms.
It's a whole genre of dark tiki or goth tiki where there's like lots of skulls. It's like you're plane wrecked in the jungle. So you make it like a jungle vibe, like where you walk in, there's like these leaves overhead, and like you just feel like you're immersed in a jungle. And like everything's like served in a skull or like a cool tiki mug. Like you just got to embrace the whole tiki thing.
Okay. I do love tiki bars, by the way.
I know you love tiki. So I think
we are, I mean, kind of the theme in my mind was, and we were thinking about opening for like National Tiki Day for one of our pop-up events, and that would be Tiki Bar Day. But
where we get lost though is like you're bourbon, not rum. But I feel like bourbon is very like you can replace rum with bourbon very easily.
Yeah,
so
I think you're right.
You're gonna be fine. I love it. Like,
but I was leaning more towards like 60s lounge, like because I like the artist Shag, and that's kind of what I was thinking.
So like Mad Men Palm Springs, I'm into that.
Yes, like that. Yeah, Mad Men Palm Springs.
I like that.
So it's not it's not so tiki, like it's still like a little bit sexy, like a little bit city. I like that.
Tiki could be pulled in again when we're thinking about doing tiki event and stuff like that. I mean, I like because that 60s mod,
like,
bar.
Mid-century modern. Like you do mid-century modern. I like that.
Okay, that's what we're striving for. So.
Do that, and you can put up all the old like advertisements, like the old like 1960s like bourbon ads. You can throw those up all the time.
I've probably got 15 Shag prints. I could put over there too.
Yes, okay, I'm into this. I
got a bunch of Shag stuff.
I like
so
that.
Google it.
And if you wanted to have a celebrity bartender night, you could have John Hamm come in.
Yeah. I wonder if McNew would show up for John Hamm night.
I would be there like 20 minutes.
Della Fane will be buying tickets from Arizona to come in, and suddenly she wants to see what's going on at the Barrel Shop speakeasy.
I don't care what I have going on that day. If John Hamm is there, I am absolutely there. I don't care what is happening in my life.
Just think if he likes it, he becomes a regular. He starts hanging out. Yeah.
I'm gonna give up my Arizona dreams and just fucking buy a house in St. Louis. Apparently,
there you go. John Hamm.
I think you'd have to get flow from. You got to. It's like you got.
Oh
insurance
flow from the commercials. Yes, yeah. Should be good.
Seems like it's kind of a package deal at this point.
Yeah.
Dirk,
what do you think? Yeah.
I'm kind of going in between, like your 20s and your 60s vibe. But we did the thing here for a while during the pandemic. Was way back Wednesdays. We did a lot of like the black and white and like the 40s and 50s movies, and we did cocktails like themed towards whatever movie we're going to watch this week. You know what I mean? So I think it'd be a fun thing to have like some old school movies playing sometimes, like have a cocktail specialty night.
That's actually a good idea because we are going to have a TV in there, and again, then we just throw it out there. Tonight is who knows what old movie, whatever you name it, King Kong night, and then it's just the bourbon fans show up. They've got a place to go. This would be a private; it wouldn't be open to the public type of thing. Just something for members though. And then,
do you want like members to dress up? Like, do you want to like see a King Kong? Do you want to see a Fay Ray? Like, do you want people to
Sure, as long as I don't have to dress up. Yes.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I don't know.
The theme cocktails is my favorite part.
What about Rocky Horror Night? We could do that.
But people be throwing stuff in our place then. Yeah, it's a nice place.
We do throw the things. It's fun.
They got squirt guns out and all kinds of stuff. And
throw some hot dogs. It's a good time.
Throwing hot dogs. Yeah, that will be the place where you throw hot dogs. Yeah. Everybody's talking about their VIPness. Is our VIPness enough in this place and stuff like that? So it's like you have your VIP, and then you ratchet up your VIPness. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to take your VIPness to the next level. Yeah, that's key. Speakeasy.
Bigger is better.
This is what we're trying.
No, I think
we're inviting John Hamm apparently. Yeah, you
kind of hit it on the head though with like the mid-century vibes because
that's
cool. It's classy, but you can also make it weird if you want to make it weird. Like I think you nailed it. I love that.
Okay, good. Good. I was pretty pleased with myself for coming up with that.
You can still incorporate it on certain days, but that should not be the general theme. I'm with you.
Okay, good. I got her to come around. What else do you think should be in there, Demetri? I
think you should totally go for the mid-century modern style, like 1970s, like a little bit more, modern speakeasy. But I think you need a little cocaine cowboys crazy. So the shag, I think, sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should have like stacks of fake money though on the walls.
Do you have room to build a conversation pit? I would fucking love a conversation pit.
Yeah, there'll be a conversation pit. Yeah.
Is there room for that? Those need to come back. I 100% need to stay.
What is
so? It's like a sunken living room that has like a couch, so it's like down like a couple steps. Conversation.
Have you ever been hammered and fallen into one of those? It's not a hot tub.
Right.
It's not, but
that's a tripping hazard.
Yeah, it's a tripping hazard. I've been in one. I thought it was a hot tub.
I want them to come back.
That's true. Yeah. Well, our insurance might want to know about that if we do that, but it is kind of cool. So if you can imagine, so say you walk in, there will be a door from our store, the speakeasy door. So as you walk in, you're like in the middle of the store. And of course, as you look at the two stores, it's on the right. So you're walking in. And then when you walk in there, if you look to your left, that's going to be where the bar is at. And then directly across from the bar, it will be the lockers where people have able to rent liquor lockers. And also there'll be high tap tables. So if you want to do that, then kind of in the middle of the store towards the end of the bar, there's going to be some tables set up because we also think that this is going to be, there's going to be application for business people who come in during the day. Maybe they want to do some work on their laptop and stuff like that. It's a place where they can go chill. Maybe they can bring a customer and say, hey, come by here. I'd like to show you this presentation. And then, by the way, I've got a liquor locker here. We can make a couple of
This is literally so much cooler than a coffee shop. I like that.
Yeah, it is. It is. And then the final, almost half the store then is a lounge where it's going to be set up with these little conversation dens, if you will. There might be 2 chairs and a table. And then there might be one that has a couch and a chair and then, a table and stuff like that. So it's going to be set up where you can have many small conversations, or you could move the furniture around and reconfigure it however you want if you've got a bigger group or something like that. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah. I like it. I like it being very open, like open concept-ish. I like that. Yeah.
It will be very open. So yes. Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
So what are you doing to the outside of it? Are you making it very mysterious?
Yes.
Or are you being like, hey, this is a speakeasy?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't want to say the name of the place yet because we haven't filled out the paperwork to register it yet, and people steal ideas. But it's going to be abbreviated. On the front, and then it'll be Jim and I in our face on the marquee where we'll be like, shh. So you will see something outside, but you know what it is. It's 2 guys telling you to be quiet, basically. And that's the outside. The windows are going to be blacked out, and you can't open the front door, by the way. Now, when I talked about we'll be doing pop-up bars, you do have to open the front door when you're open for the general public, and they have to be able to get in. And that door will be locked, but it'll have an emergency. So in case something would happen in there, people can get out through that door. But yes, the normal entrance will be through the liquor store. So through a speakeasy.
And this is...
Yeah, we'll have a secret door. Yes.
Yeah, and this is perfect,
like
Steve, because we gave you so many theme nights. Like you could have a movie night, you could have the tiki night, you could have the book night. You could do so many different.
I can't say we thought of that, and this is a good idea. Having theme nights where again we don't know who's going to show up. We're going to be like, hey, this is this movie night, or hey, by the way, we're doing tiki night at this isn't a pop-up bar. It's not for the public, but all members. By the way, if you want to come in for tiki night, we've got mixers, or there may be times where we bring in a bartender. We'll be like, hey, we're making some pretty cool tiki drinks, and we're bringing in this guest bartender for this time. Mr. John Hamm will be here.
You could even almost do like a miracle. You could do like holiday things, right?
We are. We're doing that. 100%. That's a done deal. So we're doing Christmas, we're doing Halloween, and like Kentucky Derby pop-up bar and Valentine's Day pop-up bar. So we're doing some of the big holidays. So yeah.
You got to. I'm so excited for this, man. I just need to freaking move to St. Louis so I can come down.
You do, because we need you decorated like the Christmas. We're going to give you a budget and just be like, go to the thrift stores. And you know how like when you go to a holiday pop-up bar, like a Miracle Bar or whatever it is, there's more than just Miracle. There's plenty of them out there now. It's kind of over the top. Well, that's what we want it to be, and you're good at decorating over the top.
I'm very over the top and everything.
Yeah. And Halloween, there's going to be a Halloween one, so we want it over the top. It would actually be
nice to spend your money on decorations instead of mine for my own house. So
there you go. You get some of that ABV money you get to spend.
Yeah.
So, well, it's nice. So there you go. Any other ideas? Anything else? Okay.
No, I mean, I just like the idea of creating like a mystery. I mean, I think that's like what you're going to get. You're like, I know you're wanting to sell like your membership, but I think like to get like your big mystery people, that's what the coolest places do. I mean, when we were in New York, that's where, like, if we couldn't get in, that's where we wanted to go. So
right.
That's what you got to do is like create that vibe, create that mystery, create that like you can't get in here type thing.
Right.
She just said mystery, which made me think you could have Evan create an escape room, like as an event. You could do like an escape room event. Have Evan orchestrate that. He's great at that. So
yeah,
it would be fun. Like once, probably.
Yeah.
From one accidental speakeasy to a actually intentional speakeasy. All you have to do is not tell people where you're at and have an address to take some other place.
Yes.
And then every time they call you,
exactly your plan. Yeah.
You're just like, it's the black door on the side of a building. Like, what building? And I'm like, well, the building that you're near to.
Right. Yeah, he's like, come out to my place. There's not even a sign this big, not even a sign of an index card. It says the name of his business owner. Yeah.
There is a sticker that is about that big. That says no selling house on the corner of my door.
Okay.
Because I had to
you
have
can't see it from your car, so yeah.
No, you can't.
Driving around trying to figure out where I'm going. I'm in tears. I'm like, am I in the right place? I'm so scared.
I can't knock on a door. I'm afraid to stop.
Right. Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Coming soon. We're scheduled to take over April 1st. It'll be a couple months build out and stuff like that. We want to do it right. So we're really gonna. There's one bathroom in there now. We're gonna take that down, make it 2. We're going to have a men's and women's bathroom in there. And And then we're going to build a studio for me, which will be nice in the back. I record a little bit from time to time at the ABV Barrel Shop, but it's bad because you could hear everything. If there's customers outside, you can hear them talking. It's just a piece of drywall. So this is actually going to have some soundproofing in there and stuff like that, which will be good. So we'll have a proper studio, which will be good for work stuff. So yeah. And then Jim and I will have 2 different offices. He's got the rat's nest and I'll have the plush office. So yeah. Nice. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Dirk, we'll start with you. Where can people find you, man?
On Instagram, it's at Indiana Bourbon, and Indiana Bourbon on Facebook.
All right, Demetri.
You can find me at Demetri Kane on Facebook and Instagram, or at Nobletons on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, Andrea.
You could find me at Red Tumbleweed on Instagram and Twitter, or you can find my new book called Bourbon History on Amazon.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, is abvnetwork.com. All of our previous shows out there. So we've got over 3,000 podcasts you can listen to, probably closing in on 4,000 at this point. So check us out, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. Let us show you what is going on with the speakeasy. We'd love to talk to you about that. And hey, you might like it. Maybe you want to get a membership. So there'll be some cool stuff there associated with that. And there'll be times when you can just rent out the whole place too. So then you got a birthday party or whatever, rent out the whole speakeasy. You'll have fun with it. So check us out at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Fridays, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
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 Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.